Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am today I am going to talk about something that I'm doing a follow-up, on a video that I did before, and after I did that video, honestly, so many people approached me. Some of them, I mean, most of them and all of them, they came to me privately, with their stories and what they had been going through. And when I first did that video, it was an emotional video because I really wasn't planning to do it. I was driving, and then I said, let me tape this how I feel. And then later I decided to put it on YouTube. But, the other day I realized the pain that mothers go through, even domestic violence victims. And, imagine you have to go through domestic violence, and you also have to go through with your children who are part and parcel of what you're going through. They didn't ask to be in that relationship, that marriage, but they're part and parcel, and they have to experience that pain with you. But what I've gone through listening to the mothers that called me or inboxed me or sent me messages, through talking to those mothers, even from Kenya, a lot of habari zenyu. The mothers from Kenya, there was a lot of mothers that kind of contacted me from Kenya, and they're going through hell on earth with their children. There's a YouTube Kenyan video where a mother is in court, and just the system I'm using today, I'm not able to show you, but I will. Where a mother went to court with her child, and she started talking about what her adult child was doing to her. That's a very painful video, and I'm gonna do a live video with that. But let me tell you about a TikTok. One time I was going through TikTok. I love TikTok, by the way. I was going through a TikTok videos, and I saw where it said, show pictures that showed you that show you happy, but you are not really happy. And I saw a lot of people did send pictures, did do that TikTok. Beautiful pictures. I swear, even me, I couldn't tell if these people were going through something. And I put mine too there, because at my happiest, the thing I showed the world and what I was going through was not exactly what I was going through. Mothers are forced into that. Mothers are forced into always hiding their pain, because you're trying to protect your child, or you're just trying to protect a lot of things. You don't want to say them out there because you're protecting them. And when their child is actually going through a mental illness, or going through drug abuse or alcoholic abuse, it's even worse. You can't imagine. Mothers are already protective of their children. They don't want to talk about their children, or even their children's, what they're going through with their children publicly. And some of them are even forced now to be public, and they're not. I'm a public person, so sometimes those things, they come in, they hurt me, but they don't hurt me as much as some of the mothers that I know. There are mothers that can't even be in a platform like mine. They're actually fighting this in silence. They're dying inside. They're getting ulcers. They're getting these sad stories out there. The truth is, mothers, especially nowadays, especially even look at our Kenyan mothers. The way our mothers knew how to raise us was even very different. We were raised to spank. Actually, I didn't spank because my dad didn't spank me. I was raised by a German father. And he used to do timeouts. Believe it or not, the only one who spanked me a little bit was my mom, but I don't remember the spanking that bad. She didn't spank me. Maybe 1 or 2 times I can remember the spanking. So I really wasn't raised with spanking. I didn't spank my daughter either. Actually, when my daughter was having a hard time, somebody said, maybe it's because you didn't spank. But no, these are the issues that may make a child go through that. It's not because you didn't spank them. We have to look at the big, big picture. Honestly, mothers are going through hell. And I'm going to kind of go through some of the stories that the mothers are going through. Imagine if you have a mental ill patient who normally the first thing that, the first people they hurt, most people don't realize when they're going through when they're going through their stuff, is their mother. The first person they hit is their mother. The first person they blame is their mother. Society is already blaming you enough for raising, for doing this, for this thing, and then you have your child hitting you on this end. And especially if they're on drugs, whether it's marijuana. A lot of people say marijuana is not drugs, but they're on marijuana that actually changes when they're on it, it can change their perspective on a lot of stuff. And like I said in my previous video, if marijuana is making you do something like make you lose stuff and go to jail, things like that, or not making you, if you're smoking marijuana and you keep on making those decisions that are taking you to jail, you're in hospital, you're in so many things, and you're quitting school, you're not working, you're just being out there, then that marijuana, whether you're saying marijuana is not a drug that will make you make decisions like that, that is not true. That's what people don't understand. It is still a drug, and it still affects the way you think when you take it, and it doesn't affect everybody the same way. And I keep saying that. And sometimes they will say marijuana and it's not marijuana. Honestly, it's more than that, But let's go back to the mothers. So here's a mom whose child is drunk. With drunk people, they want to tell you the truth. They call it the truth. That's when they feel like they want to tell you, who do you think the drunk people hit first? Who do you think they hit first with their drunkenness? Who do you think they do? They hit their mother. Who do you think they curse first? Their mother. Believe it or not, a lot of mothers are ashamed. When I was first hit by my own child, I was ashamed. I remember one policeman came and asked me, why didn't you beat up your child? You are allowed to spank. But I said the anger that this child had put on me when she hit me, that anger would have made me fight that child because she was like a grown woman, even though she was not. I would have beaten that kid up like she's a grown woman. The kind of things that this child was telling me, I felt like if I even jumped on this kid and tried to spank her, I would have been in trouble. I would have gone to jail. And I wasn't ready because I had another child. So a lot of mothers hide their pain. Honestly, they do. They do hide their pain. Imagine having to bail your son secretly. Like me, honestly, when I was going through a lot, I didn't really tell people what I was going through because it was shameful. It's shameful to a mother. You just don't want to, you don't want to say those things out. You don't want to go tell somebody, this girl, this friends, this whatever. We don't even give people that room because as soon as they come and tell you, they'll be saying something else. You're a single mom, you did this, you left your husband, you should have left the kid to go to your dad, you should have done that, and all these things. So mothers go through a lot of shame like that. They go through hell on earth. And imagine there are mothers whose kids are strolling out there on the streets, whose kids are out there and sometimes they go and buy them foods, Do you know there are mothers I remember one time going to my child's house and she lived in the countryside with, I don't know, 5 dogs. Dogs were pooping everywhere.